So as Ramadan comes to an end, I have to flash back to the beginning of Ramadan where I made that first introduction video about how I first became Muslim. Now I need to clear up some air around that. There's deeper levels of understanding that need to be conveyed so that there's no ambiguity around what that really meant. Now, YWY, your world is yours. Sheikhy Chic was born into Islam, meaning my parents were Muslim. I was born into the culture. I'm Sudanese American. It was all around me, you know. And to be a Muslim is one thing, but to be a mu'min is a whole different category. You see what I'm saying? Now, a Muslim is an individual who practices Islam on an ethnographic level, on a socio-cultural level. They may be in proximity, you know, they have the customs, they have the behaviors, you know, they may even go through the practices and things like that. But a mu'min is an individual who has fully accepted and reached a different level of faith. You see what I'm saying? So back when I was on that trip and I was in Sudan and I was going through different frequencies and I saw all the things that I saw and I felt all the things that I felt after that whole truth seeking 2017, you know what I mean? It came to a pinnacle apex point where after I heard the adhan, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, right? You hear that call. It resonated so deep in my soul that I had to go bow down. I had to go pay that respect. I had to get on that frequency of like, listen, it's time to pay homage to whatever that is that created you. I call it the creator of creations. You feel me? You can't debate that. There's things that have been created, right? There's creations, everything you see, including me. And then there's that which created all the creations on all the different levels and all the different scales, from me to the dust on the ground, to the insects, to you, to the chips in the screen, to everything, to the sun, to the galaxies, to the right. All of that was created by something. So I go straight to the source. You see what I'm saying? Like, bypass all the idol worshiping, as they say. Like, I never bow down to the sun. I respect the sun, but I never bow down to the sun. You see what I'm saying? I respect the moon, but I'll never pray to the moon. I'll never defer to the moon. I'll never seek refuge in the moon. You see what I'm saying? And then we could talk about all these quote unquote deities. I'm not trying to get into pantheism right now, but understand my understanding is on a whole different level. But like I said, I'm going straight to the source. We just gonna go past everything, go straight to the source. Right. Don't get confused about the word Allah, because a lot of people get confused because of the different languages. God, Dios, Aqua, Agua, water, Moya. It's different sounds, but behind the sound is the intention and the idea. So don't get caught up on the words. You see what I'm saying? So when I fully came to that point and I heard the adhan, it was a whole different level of conviction. It's like when they say you let the Lord into your heart. This is gonna sound like some creflo. I don't care, bro. Like, this is real life. It's when you get to that level of awareness and that level of acuity and that level of like, whoa, hold on. Something's happening here. Something's happening here. Something is happening here. And I don't know how I got here, but I know I'm here. And I know I ain't get here by myself, and I ain't make this. And I'm not in control of this, but I do have a certain level of control of myself. And by recognition, I don't need to see it, taste it, smell it. But just by circumstantial evidence, the fact that I exist means that something created all of this. And that exists. And I have faith in that. And it's not even about faith. It's full belief. It's like full awareness. It's a higher level of consciousness. You can't deny that. It's like, ask any of these arrogant individuals, like, who made you? How did you get here? Oh, the universe. The universe is a creation. Don't trip. Don't forget. The universe is a creation. Right? It's just on a different scale. But don't ever pray to the universe. Not me. Allah, as they say. Creator of creations. And another way to say. Right. The source. The source. Right. Primary. Exactly. So it wasn't about me becoming Muslim. It was about me fully being convinced in my being and no longer having any speculation or doubt surrounding the matter of the fact. You see what I'm saying? And a mu'min can go across any level of, I guess, theology that understands that there's a single cause behind all of this. You see what I'm saying? Like I said earlier, like we bypass the sun, we bypass the moon, we bypass whatever deities and beings that you might want to, you know, because they are in fact creations. Right. So it was a matter of becoming a mu'min. A mu'min. A mu'min is a believer. Right. There's people who are Muslim, and then there are mu'mins, and mu'mins are believers. Right. Some people are Muslim, but they don't believe yet. Some people are Christian, but they don't believe yet. Some people are whatever they may be, but they don't believe yet. Just because they were born into cultural proximity. But a mu'min is one who believes, who truly is embodied. It's a whole different level of consciousness. It's a knowing. It's not a question anymore. It's like, oh yeah, I'm tapped in. So I needed to put that out there because a lot of people ask me, oh, so you weren't Muslim, or I thought you were Muslim. Listen, I was Muslim, I am Muslim, and that's how I connect to Source through my practices. But if you realize that there's only La ilaha illallah, La ilaha huwa, you feel me? And there's just the Source. However you connect to Source, connect to Source. But don't ever put anything before Source. You know what I mean? That's what I say. They say don't put anything before God. God first. Right. You know, I'm going to take y'all into higher realms of thought, you know, in another segment. But understand that this is a lot. And I'm giving y'all this awareness so that you can now go into the world and realize, like, wait, hold on. Like, yeah, the sun is cool, but the Source. The moon is cool, but the Source. Those rocks are cool, but I'm going to seek refuge in the Source. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. 𝙎𝙝𝙆𝙆𝙆𝙆𝙆𝙆𝙆𝙆𝙆 wa bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I seek refuge. Right. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Right. So many different levels. Consider the vibrations raised. I love y'all. I just need to clear the air on that. Ramadan is coming to an end. It should be the Eid around the time this video drops. And alhamdulillah, we went through so many different levels of awareness, but it's not just about no physical nothing. It's about really getting aligned and getting attuned to what the hell is really going on here. What in heaven's name is really going on here? In samawati wal ard. I don't want to speak too much Arabic because it might scare y'all. But in due time, consider vibrations raised. I love y'all. If y'all got questions, tap in. The mindset program is geared towards everything. Nothing's off the table. We trying to get you aligned with the facts. Once you get aligned with the facts, mind, body, spirit, understanding, it becomes easier to live a more prosperous life. Until then, the confusion will be self-evident. Consider the vibrations raised.